DreamHack Open is brought to you by Intel, Corsair, MSI, and Monster Energy.
Day 2 of DreamHack Open Fall arrived with glory and sunshine. At least for our wonderful casters joining us from around the globe, that is. For our 8 teams in the Last Chance Saloon, things were about to get very tense indeed.
Heroic right now looks very solid on their city side.
Group B underdogs endpoint fell to the violent speed and momentum of Heroic, but not without putting up a noble fight. While the ninjas drop-kicked Ents out of the running. Saw managed a strong opening against FaZe Clan, but then FaZe dusted themselves off, remembered who they were, and put Saw on the first train home. Mouse Sports could sadly not figure out the right formula in their must-win match against OG, the squad who are continuing their campaign to prove they can take their teamwork to the next level. G2 proved their best days on Dust 2 aren't behind them, despite lacking success in their series against Astralis, while North IGL MSL proved he's still got what it takes to make devastating moves on his enemy, as Lecro brought some YOLO energy to the team. Over in Group C, Godsent took Big down to the wire, but Xantares decided to turn into a multi-killing lawnmower in the final moments of Decider Inferno, taking things into OT where Big shut the series down. And Vitality might have felt a little rough individually in their 3-map series against Fnatic, but Zai, who you gonna call when you need a hand? Oh yes. Superstar ZywOo pulled off the play of the tournament so far with a stunning Deagle Ace on Mirage, which was pretty much enough for Fnatic to lay down their weapons and surrender.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to day 3 here at DreamHack Open Fall. It's the final day of our group stage here with our decider matchups on the line, and we are so excited to be delving right into the action. By we, of course, I mean myself, Freya Spears, your desk host for the duration of the day, and of course, my 2 lovely analysts in Maui and Maniac. Maui, pleasure to be back with you both, and Maniac as well. It was an incredible day to be rounding out yesterday, Maui. I'm sure you are ready to get into some CS again.
Oh yeah, my boys Fnatic, they're a little bit of a hiccup there yesterday, but I think they're going to be bouncing back incredibly strong.
And Maniac as well, it's a pleasure to have you back with us here on the desk. Of course, you were away for our last matchup of the day yesterday, which saw North topping their group. But I'm sure we've got plenty more action for you to be delving into today.
Oh yeah, it's going to be an action-packed day. The 2 games we're going to be covering will be explosive. I just love Maui Snake doubling down on Fnatic now. Every opportunity he gets, he just put it out there. Fnatic's going to win the tournaments, what he said yesterday. It's still my boys. Fnatic going to bounce back. I'm ready for that.
Well, you got to put your money where your mouth is, Maui, in this first matchup of the day. But of course, before we can get into that, a massive shout out to our sponsors, Monster Energy, MSI, Corsair, DTS, and of course, Intel. Thank you so much for joining us for day 3 here at DreamHack Open. But to start off the day, I think we should be starting off with something a little bit more lighthearted. You know, the pressure is on some of these teams in the opening matchups. But then you look at it again, a bit heartbreaking for CLG in this infamous moment from DreamHack Open Valencia.
I'm so tired at the moment. I have no idea what happened. I actually unplugged everything, and I was like ready to go.
Oh yeah, we definitely saw that. It was certainly a moment to be remembered.
Let's pause there for a moment. To do this story justice, we need to start at the beginning. In the sunny coastal town of Valencia, DreamHack has a very long history of events.
I remember the first day we went to Brazilian barbecue, which was really nice in some town square or whatever it's called. And it was a beautiful city.
And back in 2017, we were in full swing of CSGO action, smack in the middle of another DreamHack Open.
Like our goal was to get out of groups, like we were the underdogs in the close qualifier, and then we managed to qualify somehow. And then we just got there and we had nothing to lose.
In the last game of the group stage versus Red Reserve, everybody thought we were about to see the end of an even game going to the Americans. But oh, how the tables turned.
CLG, they will pick this up 16-12. They win out the series in a 2-1 fashion. It was lengthy, but it was...
No! Oh! The
There was no time!
No! You saw it, they even left the server! Michael, Ellie, and Rusty disconnected! What?
FNS!
FNS started the defuse thinking he had time on his side, even though he didn't have a defuse kit, which his teammate Kusta, standing just next to him, had. This led into overtime, which in turn led to CLG being sent home.
During that moment, we just felt, yeah, okay, we have a second chance, and then it got into like 5, 6, 7 overtimes or whatever.
A game that is the essence of how amazing the game we love can be. A game we will never forget. That is why it has earned its place in our legacy chapter.
Goes down, it will be the 2-on-4 in the retake.
Going out in that fashion, yeah, Jesus Christ, they must have felt really bad that game.
I think you can tell by FNS's reaction there, Maniac, how heartbroken they must have felt. Every time I watch that clip, my heart breaks for him.
Oh yeah, your heart breaks. I'm just so happy anytime I see it. Not because it's personal, just because it's a moment of Counter-Strike, Counter-Strike history that we get to enjoy again and again. That's the gift that keeps on giving. So yeah, and for me, it's just pure joy.
Two different types of people there, Maui. But I heard you were saying, Maui, before we went into it, man, you weren't looking forward to watching this clip.
Oh no, this is what sent FNS over to Valorant. I am I'm pretty upset that it ever happened as well, man. Kusta, your teammate has the kit, dude. Come on, just get off. It's not that big of a deal. Oh man, the comms in that moment must have been awful.
Heartbreaking indeed. But maybe we should shift over to something that isn't so heartbreaking, because I know that we'll be focused on him a lot in our first game of the day. It's Flusher, and he's been breaking down some of his most iconic moments for us.
Definitely spots him.
Oh, not only does he spot him, thank you very much. Oh, wow, no way. He's hoping that Flusha can anchor this position down, but he has the option to go back to A, and look at Flusha. Oh my God, this would be a harsh reset on 14 rounds for Fnatic, and that smoke is tantalizing! Flusha! He's gonna clean out Connector! It's just Nico yet again who has to try and pull it back, and he's got the AK-47. As sneaky as Flusha was! Oh my God!
Yeah, like we were in a bad situation. All of my teammates died. I was like, yeah, I have to do something. And then Olaf was not playing a very good position, so I walked up on him and then just, yeah. And I knew I had to get some more like positions or like another kill to make this even easier. Luckily, they gave it to me, like all of them gave me one-on-ones. I did well, but I think FaZe did not do a good job of playing this situation out. This was one of the biggest plays in my career, I would say.
Lob, which is very hard. Oh, good grenade. That's a touchdown. Look at the damage done. And Flusha, throw headshot. Oh my God, Flusha, what an incredible hold. Freiburg and Exist have gone down. That is a godlike play from the Fnatic player. He's going to get a triple kill, a quad kill with the C-set. Oh, headshot. Flusha is a god, and it's going to be...
The ZZ, yeah, I don't know why I really did that, like nading there. I nade into 4 people and then they line up, so like it was a lot of luck, but I positioned myself good for it.
Triple kill, a quad kill with the C-set. Oh, headshot. Flusha is a god.
As Krim said in our closing interview the other day, Flusha just doing Flusha things, Maniac. It's beautiful to watch.
Flusha is one of the most clever, intelligent player to ever grace Counter-Strike, and he is the definition of sensing, feeling the game, knowing exactly what to do. And it's actually funny to see him try and explain what he does, because you could see he's struggling to explain it clearly, because for him, he's just feeling it. And that's right there, that's genius.
Yeah, he seems to have an almost second nature when it comes to Counter-Strike, Maui. It's beautiful to watch.
Oh yeah, feeling the game is everything for Flusha. Actually, at CS Summit earlier this year, he busted out an MP9 in overtime against Heroic. He decided to buy it in the first round of overtime, and he aced them with it. That is the kind of player that Flusha is. There's so many great plays from him where he just defies the logic of what normal Counter-Strike should be.
There is indeed, and I absolutely love to watch it. But moving on now to our topic of the day, and it's something that we don't really bring up too much on the desk, but it's important to get yourself mentally focused before coming into a match of CS. So we had a chance to catch up with a few of our players on how they get their heads in the zone before an important game.
Before a game, I like to take a fresh air, about 10-15 minutes, depending of the time that I have, and just talking myself about the game in my head. So when I finish, I'm just connecting to the server, and everything is kind of clean in my head, and I'm just focused to play with the team.
I actually don't have any special routine. The only thing that I tend to do is bring myself something to drink and make myself a cup of coffee, and then I'm good to go.
What I usually do or recommend is taking a long walk and try to listen to some music and maybe get excited or clean your head a little bit and be ready. That's really nice for me.
Most of the time I just wake up trying to prepare for the game a bit in the morning as a team. First of all, then I'm just trying to dismatch a bit, focusing on the game, eating at the right timing, not to be too before the game. So yeah, I guess that's it.
Maniac, I know you're a good friend with Apex. Can you translate what he just said in that moment?
Let's not put that kind of message out there. This is not French, okay? French does not sound like that. Don't try and make us look like this. That's just an Apex noise. He has his own language. He himself speaks that language. So yeah, that's not French. I cannot translate.
Well, I want to know from both of you, do you guys have any rituals that you do before going into a game, or maybe before coming onto a desk, Mario? I'll start with you.
I'll just poop every time. Yeah, that's just get the nerves. It's something you do before big games,
You heard it here first. Top tier analyst Maui takes a poop before he comes on the desk. Maniac, maybe you have some more insightful words for us in terms of preparation.
How am I supposed to top that one? I think we just reached the top instantly. That is it. I can say whatever I want. Listen, for me, music was always important. The music's up big. I had some music from some period time to time. And now I'm at the desk. I have a few tools on my desk, my watch as well, some things that make me feel confident. But I should definitely try to poop. I think that would be the next move.
It helps. It helps a lot.
Yeah, I think now that we've been briefed on how we can properly prepare for a game, it's time to be getting into our first game of the day. A rivalry is stewing in our first game. They've already faced each other once this tournament. Now it's time to see if OG are able to claim that sweet, sweet revenge. They'll be facing Fnatic in our final matchup of Group A after this.